is up? Welcome back to another video. So in today's video we're going to be talking about 5 things or 7 things that I hate about my S2000. So I'm going to put the car in and then let's get started. Ooh, fresh new DIY carpets. Damn. Alright, so let's talk about the 5 or 7 things I hate about my S2000. I don't actually think there is anything, eh? It's literally nothing. Nah, jokes. All jokes aside, let's get started. Alright guys, so like I said before, we're going to be talking about 5 or 7 things that I hate about my S2000. So before we start, I'm going to be talking about my S2000 itself right here. So not S2000 in general, but with my own S2000 right here. Alright, so these things aren't in order, but number 1 is, no one can miss it. You can't miss it at all, which is my backside of my car or the rear end. So as you can see here, right here, the back is completely stock. As you can see right there, I do need a diffuser to, make something out of it. Because as you can see, because I'm liking how the front sits, it's 100 times way better than stock with the ASM front bar. And I like how the side sits with the end eyes and extended side diffusers. But however, with the rear, as you can see, it's just basically stock with, me adding the lip spoiler, and there's nothing underneath. Like, I reckon all I need is a diffuser and the back will be complete. But yeah, that is the one thing I hate about my S2000, which is the rear end. Which, also brings me to my point number 2, which is my boot itself. So for those who do know, I do have plans to fix the boot. However, it's looking 100 times uglier right now with the excess Bondo. As you can see right here, I went for the badge delete. I filled up the holes, but for some reason, I don't know what I did. I cooked it and I accidentally got some excess Bondo around here and it dried up and I didn't sand it off. So, easy fix, but I haven't gotten around to it. Which also brings me to point number 3. It started off with the boot as well, which is paint peel on my car. So that is probably the 3rd point of what I don't like about my car, which is, the car's getting old and the paint and the clear coat is starting to peel a lot everywhere. So I'll show you guys where the paint is peeling. Passenger rear quarter panel. So you can't really notice it, but I know it's there, so I always notice it. As you can see right here, it's gotten so bad that it's starting to rust. So even the clear coat, paint and the primer actually came off itself. But it doesn't really matter, because if I do end up getting extended fenders like the ASM one, it will cover it anyways. But either way, I think I can touch it up with touch up paint anyways, but haven't really done it, so that's kind of my fault as well. And paint peel number 2, driver's front fender. As you can see right here, this one's same thing as the rear, but it's actually larger right there. As you can see, this one's way longer. Look at that. But with the front, it's way easier. I can just change out the fenders without actually like cutting into the actual car, because the front fenders you can actually take off and replace, not like the back where you can't take it off. So number 4 for the paint peel, this is the worst one, where it all started with my boot or my rear end being ugly, which was paint peeling right here. I don't know if you can see it. I made a video on this, I'll link it up. As you can see right here, this is where the paint actually peeled, this section right here, and there's a section right here as well. So there it is, paint peel there and there, hence why I put this black vinyl over it to cover it for now. And also, this one here, this is when I know the paint was getting old, was, how when you wrap vinyl, you have excess laying around. So it got stuck, and then when I went to pull it off, it actually peeled off the clear coat. So yeah, so that's how I know the paint or the clear coat is done. So that is another reason why I dislike my S2000. You know, the car's getting old and the paint's just not up to standard. So that being said, it brings me to point number 4, which is the ripped soft top. Well, I patched it up, but I'm still gonna call it a ripped soft top. It's right there, the brown patch, which is where, you know, I patched the soft top. It used to be black because, you know, when I first fixed it, I painted it black, but I think over time the color faded. But there it is. So there is basically a big chunk or a big patch on my soft top, and you know, it basically got ripped. So a lot of people told me, you know, someone probably stabbed it because it was so clean. Like, you know, if it ripped on its own, it would have, you know, torn or something. But this one was literally like a straight rip. So everyone said, you know, probably stabbed it. And you know, I did a bit of research, and you know, it could be someone stabbing it, or the second thing could be this part right here. This part or this part, because I know that when you put the soft top down, it does tend to rub on this. And I think it rubs on that because my vinyl or my strap right here is kind of old and it doesn't do its proper job anymore. Look at that. So I got to change that. So I think that's why the soft top doesn't extract properly. So it tends to rub on this, and then yeah, right there, you know, it just sliced the soft top. So as you can see, I patched it up with some leather, and then yeah. So that is point number 4 of why I hate my S2000. Like, it's not much, but like, yeah, it's just still there, you know. Like, everyone's got these nice soft tops or hard tops, and me here with a broken soft top or a soft top with like an ugly ass patch. Alright, so now it's point number 5. And you know, I already made a video on this. You know, I'll probably link it up once again. So this is another reason why I dislike my S2000, which is the headlight globe change. So you know, like I said in my old video, what you have to do to actually get to the actual globe is, you know, most cars you can go to the front end, lift up the hood, and you know, pull out the light. Well, this one, it's a bit more harder because the globe is located behind the wheels. So to do that, or to change the globe, what you actually have to do is jack up the car, and you have to, you know, take off the wheels, pull off the plastic fenders, and you can get access to the actual headlight and the actual globe. Alright, so now point number 6, which is the interior of the car. Like, not interior in general, but the storage space. So, you know, come inside and then I'll show you guys what I mean. Alright, so point number 6 in the interior. So, you know, first things you gotta notice is there is no glove box. So at first I thought, oh, they could have added one in, but I realized, you know, for all those tall people out there, you know, there's gonna be no room. I reckon what they should have done is, like in most cars or most newer cars out there, like the Kluger or the EP3, Civic EP3, you know, have like a little slot here where you can put stuff in there, maybe like a phone or other shit like that. So you just have the extra storage, like a little tab, like, you know, right there. So you can just have extra storage, because, you know, there is no glove box, but there is glove box here, which is kind of small. It's kind of small, so it doesn't really fit much. So I kind of wish that they couldn't add a glove box here. They added like a little storage unit or something right there. And yeah, also with the AP1 of what I hate on my S2000 is only one cup holder. But yeah, kind of wish that it came with 2 cup holders. But you know, that's just me being picky now. And yeah, so that is point number 6, which is in the S2000, if only there was slightly more room for storage. But yeah, so let's move on to the last point. Alright, so point number 7, last point that I have is changing the coilovers on my S2000. Alright, so what I mean by that is, alright, so for the front coilovers, you know, it's like any other car out there. Basically, you know, the top hat mounts off, bottom mounts off, or the bottom bolt, done. Same thing with the rear here. However, on the rear passenger side, so you have to half strip the interior. I'm not going to do it today, but if you want to see that, I did make a video on it as well, which I will link, so you know, you can click on it and watch how to change coilovers on the S2000. You have to take out half the interior to get to the actual bolts. From what I remember, you can kind of see the bolts, but it's just too hard to get to. So what you have to do is, you know, this is the annoying bit, come over here and you have to take out your fuel pipe. So you have to take off 1, 2, 3, and then you have to pull this in, and you may think, oh, that's easy, just pull it and done. Yeah, well, this is actually a bitch and a struggle to get through. And also from here, it takes so long to actually pull it and pull it aside here before you can get access to the actual bolt. That is another downside of why I dislike the S2K. But that relates to the globe change. You know, how many times do you change coilovers unless, you know, you like different setups? So that is the last reason why I don't really like the S2000. So yeah, that is 7 reasons why I dislike my S2000. So remember, once again, this is about my S2000 and not S2000s in general. Like I said, the rear end itself, it's a bit plain. That needs to be worked on. You know, my boot itself, it's kind of ugly at the back right here. And paint peeling, S2000 glow change, coilovers change, interior, you know, I would kind of wish there was more storage in there. And lastly, the soft top, which, you know, I can't really do much now. But yeah, like I said, it's all little things, and you know, I'm just picking things out right here just for the video. Like, you know, it's not gonna stop me from driving the car or loving the car. I'm still gonna drive it, but you know, I don't really dislike these stuff, but it's just there, you know. And yeah, so yeah, once again, that is 7 things. And also, you know, I do have plans to make this car clean again and to fix all those things that are listed. So if you want to keep updated on that, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so. Also, make sure to give this video a fat like, PHAT, as it will help a lot. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Laters.